Hey you guys, I'm here with my die collection that a couple of you have been asking for, and this is my favorite way of storing my dies. This is an album, and look at how cute this is. So these sheets, they come in 4 packets, 3 and one whole big one. And this is how I store mine. I have my birthday dies, and then I add a magnet sheet for the little ones, and trust me, it helps cut it to the same size as the pocket, and it'll make sure nothing moves. Go ahead, look at this one. I added the big magnet sheet right there, and it came out beautiful. Those are my cups and my mugs, and I also have a flower there. The next one, I have the kids dice, which is like Batman and everything. And the book was only $6, and the inserts were 3. And you could, not only were they $3, but you get, I think, 6 of them for $3. So you can get any size of inserts for this book. And then I have my alphabet and my 1, 2, 3s as well. And I also added the magnet sheet there. I didn't want anything to move, and that helped out really good, so none of the letters or nothing moves. Once you have it there, it's gonna stay in place. Now I also have the big packets, and these are great to put your dies. They work out perfectly, nothing moves, everything stays in place. Here are my Valentine dies, which are some of my favorite. I have the Christmas ones here, and I try to put them all together so I know what I have and I know where everything's at. This is the bee and the egg. And then towards the back side, I have Easter. Just a couple mixed dies as well, because you never know. But I love this album. It is not too big. It is not too small. I take it to my sister's house when we craft, or to my mother's house. It is great size to store your dies. You don't want the album to be huge, because if not, it's going to be hard to carry and to move around. But this is a perfect size. I love it. Now, another way to store your dies, it's very simple. You buy these as well. And these are little containers, like little books that they're clear, which I love. And these little folders are, they were, you can buy them in the small and in the big, and they were only $4. So you get 10 of them for $4, which is not a bad price. You can go ahead and check other places, but I love the fact that they're clear, because you're able to see the dies you have in there. But they're just like little clear folders. You can also put other things in there, like cards that you make if you don't want them to get dirty. If you throw water in them, they're not going to wet anything on the inside. So they're perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and measure it for you really quick, just so you see how big they are. And this is a 7 by 5. So it's a good size. You can buy them bigger, like I said, if you need to, and you can also buy them smaller. So go ahead and just check out the sizes and buy them how you want to adjust your dies. But this is a great way of just putting away your dies and seeing what you have. And I love the fact that they're clear. You're always going to know what's inside the folder. And if you need to carry a certain die, you can go ahead and find it super fast. So this is another great option to go ahead and store your dies besides the album. But it's up to you. They close pretty easy. They have a little piece right there where you just stick it in, and you can even open if you want, or you can close them up. They have different ideas and different ways, different sizes, but make sure you get the clear ones, because it's easier and it looks really nice when you have your whole collection together. Now this is the third and the final way I store my dies. These are just a little case, and once you open the case, you have a little album inside, and you can just add all your dies. Now the album comes in 2 pockets, or you can get the whole pocket. It's up to you. I got a mix of them, so I just go ahead and I add them on there really quick, and look at how cool they look. But this is not my favorite way, so any of the other 2 are better than this one, because when I do lift it, sometimes they fall off. And this container was $13 for this one. This is the big one. I mean, it's optional depending on how you store everything and how everything is put together. But you can go ahead and flip it like I'm showing you, just to show you how I store the rest of my dies. See how it moves? I don't like that. If you find a better way, go ahead and let me know. I would love to see a better way. But either way, they're not going to come out of this little container. Once you close it, you seal shut. You see the little clamps on there? They seal shut and they're not going to move anywhere and they're not going to get wet. So if you do drop it in the rain or whatever, it's going to be fine. It's not going to go anywhere. Either way, you can store them in there if you want, or you can just go ahead and use the container and just put them in there and remove the inner lining. So it's really up to you. A couple of my favorite ways of storing them, just so I know where I have everything at and everything is nice and organized. At the end of the day, when I need something, I'm able to find it. And they also come in the little cases, and the little case is adorable for little baby dies, and that was $8. And look at the inside of the liner. So it has, I mean, it has for a couple. So if you want to go ahead and put a ton in there, you can use that. And that's a great way to travel. Now, the third thing is just to grab your dies and put them on a sheet magnet. You can get these at Michael's and they're there for $7. And the great thing about the sheet magnets is that the dies go straight on top. And that's it. It holds the dies super well. They're not going to go anywhere. You can go ahead and put them in a box and add the the sheet magnets in there. And that's another great way to store them. Look at, they hold on super tight and the dies don't go anywhere. But the problem with that is sometimes when you bend the sheet, all the dies fall off. So you got to be super careful to add a piece of cardboard in the bottom, just so it keeps all the dies together, nothing falls off. And then my last way of storing my huge dies is my little box. I picked this up on Amazon. I'm not sure if it was $12 or if it was $10. And this is just a box, a clear box where you can just add anything from your dies to your glue to your scissors, the whole thing. So I add the big ones in here and they fit perfect. Look at, these are the big ones that you can make boxes with. And they're just huge dies that they're not going to fit anywhere else. And I add them onto this box. And I also have a lot of them that I already pre-cut. Look at these gorgeous trees for Christmas. So if I make too many, I go ahead and I put them in this box. And then when I'm ready to make a card, this is the first thing that comes out. Because I know I already have dies that are pre-cut and are ready for me to use for the cards. But look at how cute they are. Look at this. It's a mason jar. So if I already need something really fast, I go ahead and this is what I open. The eraser that works perfect from the dollar store. Go ahead and pick that up. My glue, my scissors, any stickers go into this box. And this is the box that I take as well when I'm going to my sister's house to do arts and crafts. So these are a couple options that you can go ahead and add your dies if you want. I just wanted to show you how I have mine organized, and I really love the way I have them organized. I know where everything's at. The album is one of my favorite ones to organize my dies. I love the little folders that are clear as well. If I want to travel, I take the ones I'm going to work with and I put them in the little folder as well if I don't want to carry too much. My box that always helps me out. But yeah, I wanted to share a couple of ideas with you. Let me know, comment down below how you travel with your dies or how you store yours. And if you have anything better for me, I would love to hear it. And I would love to know how you store your dies. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram. And until next time, bye you guys.